What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What it do? What's up? What it is? What's cracking? Everything. What's percolating? Do we even say that anymore? What's percolating? Either way, what's going on, man? It's your boy CJ, aka the Gym Slasher, back at it again. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Let's get right into it, man. Appreciate all the views that I've been getting, but let's pump up those likes, man. Let me know that you're a real person, not a bot person. That's all I'm asking. Just let me know you real and not a bot. I just need those likes and views to kind of correlate with each other, man. I'd appreciate it so much. Just hit a like, don't cost you nothing. Not asking for anything outside of your time, and which is very precious to you, which is precious to me. So I appreciate the viewing. So if you're there, you might as well just hit the like. Appreciate your boy. Let me do my thing. Let me know that it's real. Let me know the love is there. But anyway, without further ado, I appreciate you guys sitting down, hanging out with me. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me, so I appreciate that. With that being said, let me get right into it. All right, you've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the description. To group or not to group when going into a gym? Is it better to work out alone, or is it better to work out as a with a partner? Right? It's not a controversial topic, more so of a debatable topic. I can see both pros and cons to each one. So we're gonna kind of get back into we're gonna break those things down in terms of pros, cons, on either side. I'll start with myself. With myself, I do prefer working out by myself in terms of a gym and working out. For me, that's something that I'm very comfortable with. I'm not a big fan of working with someone in terms of when I'm going to work out. There's not a knock to it, but for me, I'm locked in. I'm on a time constraint, and most of the times I like to try to get in, get my work, get right. Let's get after it, So I'm very motivated, and sometimes my schedule will change. My life is got some busy things that I got going on. So some days I may go at this time, some days I may go at a different time. I may go on this day, I may go on that day. I like to have the freedom to go when I want to go and do the things that I want to do. Maybe I feel like going heavy, maybe I feel like going light, maybe I feel like doing this instead of that. I can change up. I made of last night, made us say, you know what, I want to go on some maybe the back workout, maybe a variation of a leg workout. And then as I'm driving up to the gym, I go, audible, I want to do this better. I want to do this. And I want to have that freedom, right? And I don't want to put somebody that's gearing up to doing this, and then I say, hey, by the way, I'm changing, I'm doing that. So for me, I love the enjoyment of working out by myself, doing that by myself. I don't mind helping and assisting with people. It's not like I'm not against or I'm against people, because I'm gonna get into that as well in terms of helping, in terms of gym etiquette and helping and assisting people. I don't mind, and I actually love doing it. I'm a trainer by heart, so I have no problem willing to help. But in terms of my own workout, I like to be locked in, focused, and like I said, that gives me that flexibility that I want, that control that I want in terms of just dictating what I'm doing. And I've been doing this for so long, but that's myself. So if you are kind of already locked in the things you're doing, you're kind of self-motivated, and that's the biggest thing. You're highly competitive with yourself. Going in that solo range can be beneficial to you. So that's just me, for if you're asking me. Now, in this, I'm not picking a side per se in terms of solo or group, in terms of going to work out. I'm just going to lay out some of the pros and cons, some of the benefits, some of the not so good benefits, and then allowing you as a person to kind of figure out, is that the route you want to go, or you want to go on this route, right? So let's talk about the group, the partner, right? We can break this thing down by so many elements, but let's just say, for all intents and purposes, as a group, the benefit of a partner. That means you and another person. Generally, it's usually a two-part act. I would recommend, if you're going to go as a group, two, and that's it. Two, if I'm putting up two now, that means like I'm saying four. So two, going in as a partner. It could be your spouse, could be a best friend, could be a coworker, somebody along those lines. Two, once you start getting to three and four, it becomes convoluted. No one is really getting a full workout. You just don't have enough time. Too much rest between that once you start getting to 3 and 4. So typically going as a couple in terms of two, I would prefer you going in that aspect. So that's where I'm talking from, two people. If you're going into the benefits of it, well, you guys get to push each other, right? That's one of the benefits, that when you go in, you're kind of pushing each other, you're motivating each other. You know, you're calling each other, hey, you going to the gym tomorrow? Oh, no, come on, man, you got to go to the gym. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the gym. Or, when you're there and they're not really feeling it, you could kind of pick up the energy is off. You can build them or lift them up, right? As you guys advance, you can spot each other. You can help each other as you guys begin to push each other. You know what I'm saying? That should be the goal in a partnership, in a group partner workout, is pushing each other. That should be the main thing that both of you guys are there for, reminding each other why you're there for, right? That's some of the biggest reasons that some of the biggest benefit of a workout partner is that partner in your ear next to you, pushing you, motivating you. You're watching, you're writing down your reps, you're writing down your sets, you're writing down your goals, your fitness goals, you're writing down all of that. You're comparing notes, you're comparing where you started, where you came, where you're from, where you started and where you're at, and then where you should be going forward, right? So both of you are your biggest motivators, your biggest teammates, right? That's some of the benefit, is that motivation aspect of it. I seriously value that more than anything else, is when you have that partner, is that push. Now, a common misconception is partners are most people only go as novice, right? You partner up as a novice, and advanced workout folks don't partner up. That's a lie. There's a lot of advanced partners, right, that are highly advanced in their workout and their training, and they both are partner up. And the benefit of that is that you have an automatic spotter, you have an automatic setter. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's there if you want to max out, or if you want to push your limits. You already have that built-in teammate that's right next to you, that built-in partner, that built-in helper, that built-in person is your equal, that's pushing you to that next level. A lot of weightlifters, power lifters go in and have those partners. They come in there and they locked in and they focus. So the misconception, I don't want people to think that you only can have a partner if you're new, or if you just started, or anything like that. It's only exclusive to new people, or people that are new to the gym and all that. That's not true. There are people in there that go in and partner up, in their advance, and they go after it. So I want to put that out there. The other aspect of having a partner, in addition to pushing, you get that competitiveness between each other. You see that they're pushing their goals, they're pushing their limits, so you want to push their limits, right? And that brings up that competitiveness, that friendly competitiveness, right? And that keeps you motivated, keeps you going, where you competing with yourself, but you also kind of competing with them and seeing where they're at and stuff. So those are, to me, some of the benefits, right? Some of the pros to working out with someone. Now, the cons, the things that are not the negative, if you want to call it the negative aspect of it, the con of coming in with a partner is the fact that you're relying on them, right? Scheduling, right? They call last minute and say, I can't make it, I'm not feeling good, or the kids, or this and that, or I got some other obligations, and you was planning on that person coming in because maybe it was it was going to be a heavy day for you. You was wanting that spotter or something like that. Or like I said earlier, maybe you just down on your luck a little bit. You just wanted that person to be in your ear to help you. Now that person is not. You kind of feel a little awkward coming into the gym by yourself, right? Or you're kind of disappointed. Now you're thinking like, man, I could have really needed them to come in. So that support of them not being there can be a con, right? Can be a negative because you're respecting that. Scheduling conflicts, right? Now you guys were on the same shift, or you guys were at the same time. Now they got their schedule changed. Now they're working a night shift, or they're working a day shift, or they're working an early shift, and your shift stayed the same. right? Those things can weigh on you and going, or their schedule constantly fluctuates, right? They're 2 weeks they're on this schedule, then 2 weeks they're on that schedule. You can't keep up, and you may rely on that partner, and since they're not going, you're not going, right? Because you're so comfortable with that person being there and you're not really accustomed to being by yourself. And I understand how people mentally can struggle with anxiety and around group settings and depression and stuff. So that person that they know that they feel comfortable with, they're really relying on that person. But that can be a benefit, and that can be a detriment to you, because that's still a crutch, still a mental crutch for you, and how to step out of that. So sometimes relying on that person could then end up hampering you, because remember, the goal is to get healthy, get in shape, get fit, and continue that as your culture, as your way of life, right? And sometimes that person may not have the same drive as you. That leads me into the other con, the other negative, the other setback, the drawback, I should say, is is your drives similar? Are you in this to the wheels fall off? Are you sure that they're in this to the wheels fall off? Meaning that what's going to happen is this sometimes, right? One person seeing the results faster than the other person is seeing them. And when you're working out, you're adding more weight, or you're looking a lot more strong in that weight, and when you get to that weight, you can't get there, you can't sustain it. It ain't, you're not as strong as they are. You're starting to see that. Or some of the worst case scenario in terms of partners, one is getting easier or getting more results than the other one, right? They're seeing it, their body's changing faster, they're getting those compliments. Maybe other people in the gym, as they're coming in or leaving, somebody saying, oh, you looking real good now, or giving that compliment, and they're not giving that compliment to you. That could feel a type of way, right? And now it kind of gets into your psyche, and that competitiveness, which then in part can deter you from going, you know what, I don't even want to go to the gym today. Or you go by yourself, or start to want to call somebody else for another partner and stuff, and then change that. So then you could cause that problem, start that animosity and stuff between each other. I've seen it happen. It has happened. And that's the cautionary tale of partners, is that's a real thing. One of you may not respond well to the workout that you're doing, where the other one is responding to it. And how do you handle that when they're ready to advance a little bit more, but now they got to come back and wait for you to catch up to them? So that could be a mental thing in terms of that, in terms of working together, right? Because now there could be some tension going in between that can cause that, right? So weighing those things out, right? You see the pros, you see the con of that. Like I said, I'm out of it in terms of my own, in terms of which one is better. I just want you guys to kind of see mentally and visually, like literal, see the difference between the two in terms of the pros of working together and not working together. Now, let's get into solo, right? I've already, like, you can use myself an example. The benefits of a solo is, it's on you. You're going on your own. You're working out. You're competitive. You're driven. It drives you, right, to push yourself to those limits and stuff like that. You don't need anybody in your ear motivating you, pushing you. You got your goals set. You got the flexibility. You got the time, right? You got all that going on that's going to help you in terms of you getting your goals, getting what you need, wanting to do the things that you want to do. So that riding solo is beneficial. That's the benefits of that. You don't have to worry about anybody times. You don't have to worry about calling somebody if they're going to come or not. It's all on you. You're going, and that's it. And if you want to change up, like I said before, like I mentioned earlier. So those are the benefits. The cons to them is sometimes that you don't have that person to call, to push you, to motivate you, to see if they're going to the gym when you're really not feeling like it. And then you hear their voice and they're hyped and they're ready to go. And then that gets you going, right? When you're at the gym and you want to max out, right? You want to push yourself and you want to add on a little weight, but you're going to need a spotter. You're going to need somebody to help you, right? Not having that person, and now you got to stop somebody from their workout, or feel like you're stopping them from their workout to come over to help you out, which is, if you don't have the social skills aspect of it, can be very difficult mentally to get over that hump, to tap somebody and say, hey, can you help me? Can you spot me? I'm trying to max, or I'm trying to see where I'm at, blah, blah, blah. You don't want that. Some people that are introverted, particularly, really cringe at wanting to get somebody in. So you kind of plateau yourself and not really push yourself because you don't want a spotter. You're scared to ask somebody for a spotter, which can inhibit you from your fitness maturation, right? To excel to that next level. When you don't have that partner, that can weigh on that in terms of pushing yourself, right? That's the biggest thing on working out on your own, is not having that voice in there to push you, to motivate you, and get you going, right? The other negative to it is that you kind of by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're lifting by yourself and not having a friend or somebody that you feel comfortable with talking with. So maybe something's on your mind and stuff like that between sets, chit chatting a little bit, just kind of take you off some things that's on your brain and all that, or just that real camaraderie when you're done working out and talking, when you're done, and then leaving together and having that conversation, and sometimes having that conversation when you're walking into the gym and getting into the workout area, having that conversation and stuff. So there's that missing element of not having that part of your workout. Like I said, some people are very sociable and will like that, right? And some people are not, right? So it all depends, right? You see the knock to not having a partner, and then having a partner, right? And there's so many variances of it, and I'm being real generalizing in terms of partners and groups, because you can technically be a partner, meaning that you came in together, you coming in, but you guys separate and do two different workouts. And then when you're done, then you come back together. I mean, technically you're a partner. You're both at the gym at the same time. You're both coming in doing your thing, but y'all both got your own goals and stuff like that going on. You do them, you come back, you meet, and then you leave. There's still technically a partner, or me as, or not me, but just if you are a soloist, right? And you come in, but you got a gym person that that's there, and you're kind of going in, you guys kind of have the own same routine, but you're not calling each other if you guys are going to be there or not. You just know that they're going to be there. You doing yours. You could tap them. Hey man, I need a spot. You're solo, but some people at the gym that if you can reach out, if you want to max out, or if you want just to shoot the breeze a little bit, you have that person there, right? So you could kind of see how you could come in as a duo and go solo, or you could come in as a solo and have a couple of people around you. So it doesn't completely negate you being sociable. It doesn't completely negate you from being an introvert. Just know how the two work out. So, with that being said, I didn't want to get too much into that. I hope that's enough meat of the bones in terms of riding solo and riding with a partner, right? The benefits, the pros and the cons. And I could keep going on that if you want me to kind of do a part 2 session of it. Just on it, like if you want to use a personal trainer, is it good to use? Is it good to have a personal trainer for 2 people, or is it good to have a personal trainer for 1 person and stuff? Like for myself, overall, there's benefits. You have group workouts, with group fitnesses, those have benefits. And sometimes they don't, right? And going in there and stuff like that just kind of depends on where you're at and what you're trying to achieve is the biggest things and stuff. If you just want to get out and move and go around, I encourage group fitnesses, right? As me being a speed and agility quickness instructor, you guys have seen videos. I got groups of youth, right? And then I'm doing solos for youth by themselves. There's some benefit to both. And I would encourage there's a significance of seeing other people that's comparable to where you at as a group. And then there's some benefit of just you and a trainer kind of working on some detailed things, right? So those are benefits for me as a trainer. I love both. I love both equally. They're both my kids. And so you're asking me which one I love more. They're both. There's some strengths and weaknesses to both. You just got to learn how to navigate the cons of each one, and how to push the people that you're training, and how to push them to make sure you're getting the best value out of that group, and how you're getting the best value as a solo. So with that being said, I hope this helps. Remember, who are you? What is your mission? Stay in your lane, know your lane, run your race, stay in your lane. So I appreciate you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, keep following me, keep encouraging me. Catch me on Instagram at GymSlasherCJ83. I'm on there, man. So keep after me. We're gonna keep going, man. I appreciate you. Happy New Year. If I don't do another one prior to then, here's to the end. Cheers. Salute to 2024, into 2025. I appreciate you guys. One love. Peace. It's your boy CJ. Back again. Deuce.